My gosh, everybody, we got all these great physical media formats, 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, holding the line with some strong numbers. Any day now, 4Ks or Blu-rays are going to take over because DVD is just a little baby king right now. So I love these numbers. They're shocking, they're surprising, but they're all doing great and worth celebrating. So on this week's Physical Media Weekly Report, we go over the top 20 sellers of a previous week for the 4K Ultra HD format, what's helping those 4K numbers get boosted up. We then get into the market share breakdown where we go into the analytics, we go into the data, we go into the insider report information, the inside studio stuff, and I give you guys my thoughts on the trends we're seeing with Blu-rays, 4Ks, and DVDs and how they're selling in comparison to one another. And then we talk about the state of physical media, cinema, and movie watching. We go over what the future holds for us collectors and how is everything going in the world of movie amazingness. So, if you love collecting physical media like me and you want to be part of the movement to save physical media in 2026, you're in the right spot, my Meg collecting friend. Go ahead and chomp on that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss another physical media weekly report this year. Of course, leave in the comments below what discs have you been picking up as of recently, or what movies have you been watching, and what have been some of your favorite sales. But let's go ahead and get into the list of banger bangers. So here at the bottom, we're going to have The Fugitive from Warner. Fantastic Harrison Ford title, a great thriller. You got Tommy Lee Jones in there as well. That gives some of the best one-liners. I just absolutely love this movie for a good thrill ride. Keeps you interested, keeps you guessing, a total mystery of a movie. Next up, we got World War Z from Shout Studios. I actually have not seen this one yet. It's, of course, a zombie post-apocalyptic kind of world with Brad Pitt in it. Of course, I do want to check out this one. You guys let me know. Is it one of the better zombie movies out there? I'm tough on my zombie films, okay? Next up, we got Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning from Paramount. Of course, great action, stunt scenes, great cast as well. Just a great way to kind of send off the franchise if they end it there. Next up, we got Phantom Thread from 20th Century. I've never seen this one. I remember it had a lot of cool costumes in it, and it got some award recognition. Just never really caught my attention to watch it. But should I be watching Phantom Thread? Is it something that would keep me interested, or is it a very like slow burn drama and it's gonna put me to sleep? You guys gotta let me know. Next up, we got Weapons from Warner. Fantastic movie, one of my favorites of last year. The editing was excellent. I mean, it's like if Quentin Tarantino told a horror thriller movie. I just thought it was that well done with that script. So really appreciated that movie. Excellent watch. Next up, we got a new one here with House Party from Criterion. I love to see Criterion going in some different directions. I love them going to the comedies, just like Kino Lorber is tackling the comedies as well. Criterion did Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and now they're doing House Party. So I really appreciate that from them. I like Criterion kind of expanding, getting more customers in, and just going kind of unlimited to every place in the world, and really giving us some great stories of classic movies that do need a spotlight 100%. I wish they would be doing like a franchise pack here with all the House Party movies. That would be really cool. I don't know if they'll do any of the sequels, but at least to get the first one there is definitely some fun. Next up, we got Jurassic World Rebirth. That's why we got to wear the Jurassic hat. Woo! Universal, yay! Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I know some people actually enjoyed it. I love that. It was not the movie for me. I thought it was poo poo on a stick. And I'm pretty easy on dinosaur movies, but Jurassic World Rebirth just was, oh man, it was too all over the place with the different storylines. I know they were trying to change it up a little bit, but then you just get into Frankenstein dinosaur monsters again. And I'm like, I just want to see regular dinosaurs. Regular dinosaurs are cool enough. And I just think that whole franchise went off the rails. So I don't know where they're going to go next with it. They're going to keep making more because it made a ton of money. But if you were in charge of Jurassic, I got to hear this. If you were in charge of that studio, what would you do with Jurassic next? What do you think's the best direction from them? Let's hear that in the comments. All right, next up, we got The Shining from Warner. Now, The Shining is one that people absolutely love. I've never been like the biggest fan of The Shining. I like it well enough. It's definitely a thinking man's movie. It's a Stanley Kubrick title. It's interesting enough. I do think it gets a little long and it kind of gets lost in some places. I'm actually more a Doctor Sleep fan. I think that one's really cool with all the fantasy elements there, and the action just kind of brings it up a next level of horror. So I really like Doctor Sleep even over The Shining. So, but I gotta hear you guys down in the comments below. Are you a Shining person, Doctor Sleep person, or do you love both equally? Next up, we got Dogma from Lionsgate. Kevin Smith movie. I still need to check this one out. Have not yet seen it. Heard mixed things. Next up, we got a new one here with Once a Thief from Shout Studios. Don't know anything about this title, so I cannot even guess here. Is this a classic movie? Is this a newer movie? Is this a horror movie? Is this a thriller movie? I don't know what this is. You guys let me know if it's any good. Next up, we got The Departed from Warner. Yeah, The Departed is an excellent movie, crime drama, great cast. You got Mark Wahlberg in there, of course, and you got Jack Nicholson is so good in that one too. Of course, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon. Of course, so excellent, excellent cast. Really, really like that one. I literally just went through the whole cast because they're Matt Damon. Of course, you have to once in a while, just have a little fun. All right, next up we got Tron Ares from Disney. Yeah, really like this one. Underrated movie, fun roller coaster ride, great visuals, of course, and the music is just excellent. Next up, we got Glorious Bastards from Arrow and Universal. Really like this one. Great Quentin Tarantino title. I mean, the script's excellent. I like it more and more every time I see it. So maybe it's now time for another rewatch. I don't know if Arrow did an excellent job with their release, so I was fine with the standard 4K. Next up, we got Inception from Warner. I actually have this 4K disc. I haven't plugged it in yet. Maybe I will do that soon. I remember seeing it when I was a kid and it hurt my brain. So I'm hoping now that I have a matured brain, with all this movie knowledge after watching so many movies, I will get something new out of it. I remember it looking cool though and sounding great. So we'll see what I think of it now as an adult. Next, I need some Oscar love for sure. Sean Penn, excellent performance there. Overall, I thought it was a really good, thrilling kind of movie. Great social commentary. And next up, we got Boogie Nights from Warner. Boogie Nights is excellent. A PTA title. I really enjoyed this one. I thought the 4K disc looked and sounded amazing. I love kind of the 70s aesthetics to it. Just a really cool film. It's great cinematography, lighting, all that. But yeah, definitely enjoyed that one as a good drama. Next up, we got The Matrix from Warner. The Matrix popping up again. It's The Matrix. Everybody loves it for sci-fi action 90s movies. Of course, great stunt scenes and great visuals for the time. Really did something different with the technology. Next up, we got 2001: A Space Odyssey from Warner. I was never the biggest fan of this one. I mean, it has some cool iconic moments for the time and of course led to a lot of other movies, so I do appreciate that. I mean, I guess it was kind of a warning to AI in the beginning as well, and now you're getting other movies like Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. So that's really cool for those aspects, but in terms of execution, in terms of entertainment, just isn't my favorite movie of all time. And then we got Sinners from Warner, of course. Sinners making just so many award recognition accolades right there. Got nominated, I believe, for the most Oscars, right? If I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if it pulls up some many wins. And yeah, a lot of people love that one. To me, it's a Western horror vampire movie. I've seen that before with like From Dusk Till Dawn, even Sundown, Vampires in Retreat, and so many more movies. So I didn't think it was as revolutionary as some people thought it was, but great casting there, great performances, of course, great cinematography and directing. So I'm interested to see where they go else with that franchise. I will be curious. Next up, we got Wicked for Good from Universal. That's why I'm wearing the Universal shirt. Wicked for Good wins number one again, of course. Wicked for Good, people will just like watching this one. I mean, it's just a great brand at this point. I was never a big Wicked fan, and this one really let me down. I'm just like, what am I watching? Not the franchise for me, unfortunately. But wow, Universal and Warner, a lot of Warner on here this time around. So the studios, in particular, Warner, dominating that sales week. So that's incredible. So Warner is a hot little studio. Who's going to end up buying them? Is it going to be Paramount? Is it going to be Netflix? It seems like it goes back and forth, but they're both trying to sweeten the pots there to try to grab those shareholders and get them excited about the acquisition. So I don't know where it's going to end up. Of course, I would prefer Paramount, the lesser of two evils there, over Netflix, but I don't know if Netflix gets it. We're cooked, guys. We're cooked because Warner just has so many great movies out there. And imagine all of those Warner movies disappearing off the charts because Netflix didn't give them theatrical releases or proper marketing or, didn't even do physical media distribution, obviously, right? And people didn't even know of the movies to watch, and you barely saw any of them on stream. Imagine that world with all those Warner titles gone off the chart. Wow, that would not be very good. So hopefully Paramount, we're pulling for you, and we'll see what happens at the end of the day. Man, I really wanted Universal to get them. Man, the theme parks would have been great. I'm never gonna get a Mortal Kombat land now. Never gonna get a Mortal Kombat land at Universal. That was my dream, guys. I've had that dream for decades now. That would have been so cool. Universal, I wish you were doing better and had more money to buy stuff. All right, had that Netflix money, right? All right, okay. Let's get into now. We got to talk about this. These wild, wild numbers for the home entertainment chart. So I'm going to bring up a couple charts so we can care a couple, uh, you know, take a look at a couple weeks back and forth. Okay, so we got the week ending January 31st, 2026, and the week ending January 24th, 2026. Now, the 4Ks did go up a couple percentages, but they're hovering near 30%, guys. I mean, they're about 29%. So I want you to take notice of that. They have been keeping that strong foothold, and their floor has risen significantly, and their ceiling, I think, is still going to go up. I think they have a lot of potential, but that floor is great. If you're on a floor of like 25% there with room just to go up, I mean, that is phenomenal because once again, a few years ago, 4Ks were around 5%, and we would get excited if they hit over 10%. So I think now really the market for physical media is shifting to the collecting premium market. It's as simple as that. As older generations pass away, not as many people are picking up as many DVDs. People are noticing that the HD quality off of streaming does look better than most DVDs out there. Yeah, DVDs are just not exciting people as they once were. I mean, you can get them cheap and used at secondhand market, so why are you going to buy them new? At the end of the day, it's as simple as that. Blu-rays though, Blu-rays dropped a little bit, of course, but they're still above 25%. That's excellent. I love to see that. So as long as they can keep that hold above 25%, that is good news for HD and then Ultra HD. So I mean, both of them combined together actually would be beating DVDs, which is great. You can say, the cheap format versus the premium formats if you want to do it that way. Because looking at DVDs, once again, they moved up like a slight little percent, 45.5% compared to 44.2% the week before. I think that just means DVDs are no longer desired by collectors out there, just people shopping for physical media in the retail spaces, which means, oh man, we could see physical media get pulled from the retail spaces like Walmart faster than I ever thought before. Thank goodness we have Barnes and Noble for the premium collectors at least. But yeah, I mean those DVDs numbers are just they're shrinking right there, and I do think their ceiling will continue to drop. I would imagine maybe in a year, couple years from now, they could be around 33%, right? And they'll be a third of the market. And then the other ones, Blu-ray and 4K, will each be a third, which I think that's ideal. I do like to see that because that means each of the formats are kind of getting equal representation out there. They're available everywhere. Like I said, I would love to see more of a mixture in the retail spaces of having DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks, so people have options of what they want to choose from. Of course, you got to demonstrate the difference in quality. It would be great to have some showroom floor people that would actually show the difference in quality or get some proper advertisement for 4Ks and Blu-rays, but maybe they just don't want to spend any money on marketing. And we're the marketers now, the blue tubers out there. We're the one promoting this stuff. And so I guess we're giving them free marketing in a way because they haven't called me up yet for any titles to show off. I can tell you that much. Come on, Warner. Well, Warner's being sold off. I can't rely on Warner. Universal, come on, let's make something happen. All right. Boutiques. Come on, boutiques. Yeah. But there we go, guys. Wow. Once again, like I said, those numbers are definitely holding the line there. But let's talk about the state of physical media and cinema going and movie watching in general. Well, we know for physical media collecting, we're getting a lot of great announcements for premium collectors. A lot of great stuff coming out the 4Ks from the boutique labels and studios. We're getting limited editions. We're getting still books, of course, constantly. Of course, I would like to see more different types of editions released for each movie. That way, if you want a cheaper standard edition, you can get that. That would be great, but overall, there are great announcements to get excited about from Criterion, and Arrow has good stuff coming up as well. So really, really excited there. Yeah, I mean, Shout Factory is still pumping out stuff. Kino Lorber is tackling comedies now. I mean, the boutiques are doing what they need to do, and I appreciate that. Studios once again are doing a standard job. They're doing okay. At least they're still releasing stuff. Even Disney has been getting out more stuff recently, so that's better than nothing. So that's great. And we got Groove there, some great online sites, of course. You can go to still buy movies. Amazon always has a ton of great sales. Amazon just having the sale where you you buy one, get one 50% off. It's probably not lasted any longer now, but you can double check. But that was a great sale to get some good titles. I was able to pair up some steelbooks and things like that and get some good discounts from those studio releases. So I really like that. So yeah, if you know when and where to buy, you can get the physical media fairly cheap these days. So I encourage everybody to do that, to tune into my sale videos. That way you're not overspending and you're still collecting amazing movies, okay? But yeah, so physical media, at least for premium collectors, looks great. I mean, but overall we know physical media sales are declining from decade to decade, and of course that will continue to shrink if we don't get more collectors in here. That's why it's so important to grow these collecting communities, guys, out there. It's so important if we want physical media to last longer. But there we go, guys. Also talking about cinema going. Tons of movies just came out this weekend. I was at the theater nonstop, but there wasn't a ton of people there. So I was like the only one seeing all these great movies. Like Crime 101 was such a fantastic, like a modern Thomas Crown affair movie, a great thriller, heist drama. It was so good. Such a great cast in there too. So I really like that one. And then Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That movie was great as well. A good like AI cautionary tale, very weird and bizarre. Sci-fi fantasy movie. Sam Rockwell. That was a good one as well. Even Solo Mio, Angel Studios coming out of nowhere with a mainstream romantic comedy. That was great. Oh my gosh. And then there were so many movies I didn't even get around to seeing like Wuthering Heights or anything like that. So there's been a ton of movies every weekend and I've been loving it at the theater, but no one else is going. No one's going to the cinema. That is wild. A lot of people aren't collecting physical media as we know it. So they're just waiting to stream these titles, which is not good for movie quality overall. Because if a streaming service only needs to put kind of, a little bit of a standard, okay, mediocre movie on there, just enough so you don't cancel your subscription, we're not going to get the great quality. We're not going to get the movies on this shirt, right? Like Jurassic Park and E.T. and Back to the Future and all the great movies of the past. We're not going to be seeing those again, guys. We're going to be getting more Jurassic World Rebirth. That's what we're going to be seeing on the streaming service. Imagine that world, guys. Just think about that. So I would encourage people to go out to the cinemas to collect physical media and to, support what you love out there. As simple as that. But there we go, guys. Hopefully we have some hope there as well. Not all doom and gloom. Like I said, a lot of great stuff coming out for collectors and a lot of good movies upcoming as well. I think the spring and summer months are going to be banger for the cinemas. Of course, we're going to have some great theatrical release. Can't wait for Mortal Kombat. So excited for that. And of course, all the superhero stuff coming out. I mean, He-Man, Masters of the Universe is going to be great in the summer as well. But there we go, guys. Once again, you want to support movies and saving physical media and collecting out there, you got to go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. If you're on a mobile app, hype this video up. Hyping is so important this year. That way we get this information out to more people, the entertainment, but we also grow these collecting communities. And then we can tell the studios and boutiques what you guys want to see and get even better releases out there. So we need your help to grow this channel this year. Of course, leave in the comments below. Once again, comments help as well. Let me know what your favorite releases were as of recent. Are you excited to see anything going out in theaters later? What have you been watching? All that fun stuff down in the comments below. Of course, have a great day watching and talking your movies, my friends. Another easy way to help channel by mega smashing the next video and watching all the way through right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.